If you sleep with me every morning while hanging my leg on the ceiling, I will never get pregnant.
Nkechi, what is the meaning of this rubbish you just said? What gave you the guts to even say such?
What do you mean?
If you sleep with me every morning while hanging my leg on the ceiling, I will never get pregnant. The whisper brushed against my ear like a snake sliding through dry grass. Jesus! I jerked back. Nkechi, what nonsense is that? She lowered her head. Sorry, sir. I just want to help. Help? My voice dropped. Help me do what exactly? Her fingers tightened around the mop handle. Sir, I see the way you look at me when I sweep, when I bend. My throat went dry. So she knew. All those stolen glances, all those moments I thought she didn't notice. Madam has traveled, she continued softly. I was employed to assist. I know you will need assistance. Silence swallowed the room. This temptation had been growing since the day my wife brought her into this house.
Wait! Before we continue, smash that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss amazing African folktale stories like this. Hit the like button if this story moved you. It really helps our channel grow. Comment below. Tell us where you're watching from and which part of the story touched you the most. I want to see all your thoughts. And if you're craving more African folktales, check out the Bumped app on the Play Store. Hundreds of stories waiting for you. Okay, now let's get back to the story. That body, that shape, no housemaid should look like that. I folded my arms. So, you are ready to assist me? Yes, sir. And you won't get pregnant? She stepped closer. If you sleep with me every morning before 6 a.m. and hang my leg on the ceiling, I will never get pregnant. How is that possible? She smiled, not shy, not innocent. Leave that for me. I'm a professional. Professional? A housemaid? I escorted her to her room. I would not touch my matrimonial bed. That was the last respect I owed my wife. Inside her room, I asked, half joking, half serious. So, how do I hang your leg on the ceiling? But just as I reached for my zipper, bang, 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 a knock, sharp, urgent. We froze. My heart pounded so loudly I thought the door would shake from it. My wife had traveled, so who was knocking? Then a voice came. Nkechi, open the door, make I service you now. My blood turned cold. Emeka, the gatesman. Nkechi, baby, open this door. I turned slowly to her. She avoided my eyes. Nkechi, why are you not answering? Emeka shouted again. Emeka, please, not today. I am tired. Tired? Do you know what I have drank to maintain stamina? My stomach twisted. So this was not her first assistance. I remained quiet. Nkechi, I no fit wait my drugs, oh. Go away before I shout, she snapped. Silence. Then suddenly, wait, is that not Oga's slippers in front of your room? My legs started shaking. I almost lost control of my bladder. Nkechi, why is Oga's slippers there? I asked him to clean it. She fired back. Footsteps. Emeka walked away. The silence after he left was heavier than the knock. I stood up immediately. All this stress to commit adultery. God forbid. I'm leaving, I said. But Oga, I just want to assist you. Something in her voice shifted. It was no longer pleading. It was commanding. Oga, sleep with me right now. You will never remain the same. Her eyes locked into mine, and something happened. My body stopped responding to me. I wanted to leave, but my legs refused. I tried to speak. My tongue felt tied. She grabbed my shirt, dragged me. My body moved like it belonged to someone else. What is happening? I whispered. Look at me, she commanded. She lifted her leg against the wall, smiled, cold, sinister. The moment I touched her skin, ice, not warmth, ice. But the pleasure that followed was unnatural, overpowering, electric. Then I saw the mirror. I saw myself, sweating, strained, but I was holding nothing.
There was no Nkechi in the mirror. Nothing. I was wrestling the air. Fear crushed my chest. Before I could scream, darkness swallowed me. I woke up in my bedroom, gasping, sweating, my heart racing violently. I grabbed my phone. 4 p.m., Thursday, the same day my wife traveled. How? I remembered night. I remembered her room. I remembered Emeka's knock. Was it a dream? Knock, knock. Sir, your food is ready, Nkechi's voice said calmly. My blood ran cold. The same voice. I stepped out to the dining room. There she was, normal, innocent, serving pounded yam and egusi like nothing happened. Sir, is everything okay? I had a long nap. It's stress. That's why I'm here to relax you. Help. That word again. Then I saw it. Her leg. The bruise. The exact spot where she hit the bed during... My heart skipped violently. Nkechi, your leg. Oh, this, she said casually. I hit it while arranging the visitor's room. Lie. My head spun. I ran outside. Emeka, I shouted. Oga, I answered, peeling an orange. What time did Madame leave? He frowned. Oga, Madame never come out. She's still upstairs, packing. My world tilted. I rushed inside. Linda, Linda! Halfway on the stairs. There she was, alive, normal. Why are you shouting? She asked. I hugged her, too tight. She pulled back. Why is your shirt inside out? I looked down. It was. I didn't remember changing. We have to sack Nkechi, I whispered urgently. For what? Linda frowned. Right then, Nkechi appeared, carrying her suitcase. Madam, I don't bring your bag. She smiled at me. Quick, hidden, dangerous. Linda left. The car drove off. The gate closed. Silence. I collapsed on the couch, hands on my head. Oga, I jumped. Nkechi stood behind me, but she was no longer in her maid's uniform. She was wearing my wife's favorite nightgown. This house is ours now, she said calmly. Then her voice dropped. Cold, dangerous. You must hang my leg on the ceiling again. You must hang my leg on the ceiling again. She said it calmly, standing in my wife's nightgown. Nkechi, remove that dress right now. She didn't move. Instead, she picked up my wife's phone from the table. My heart stopped. Where did you get that? She smiled. Madame forgot it in the car. I helped her bring it inside before she left. Lie. I didn't see that happen. She unlocked it. Unlocked it. How do you know her password? You people think housemaids don't observe? My throat tightened. Then she turned the screen to me. A video. My heart dropped into my stomach. It was me, inside her room, climbing onto the bed. Clear, very clear, from an angle that could only mean one thing. She had set up a hidden camera. You recorded this? She nodded calmly. In case you deny later. Rage rushed through me. You manipulated me. She shrugged. Did I force you? Or did you want it? I couldn't answer, because part of me did want it. And that was the worst part. If you send that video to my wife, she interrupted. Relax, I won't send it if you cooperate. My chest felt tight. What do you want? She stepped closer. Simple. Money and comfort. That evening, I couldn't eat. I couldn't think. I checked the time of the video file she showed me. 4:03 p.m. The same time I woke up from the so-called dream. It wasn't a dream. It happened in the afternoon. She drugged me. The food, the drink, something. I rushed to the kitchen trash bin. There it was. An empty small sachet. Sleeping tablets. Crushed. Mixed. My legs became weak. She drugged me, recorded me, and now she was blackmailing me. Just then, my phone beeped. Unknown number. A message. Oga, don't try anything funny. I have backup copies. I looked toward the staircase. She was standing upstairs, watching me. Calm, confident. She had planned everything. Emeka knocking earlier, probably arranged, to make it look like chaos, to make me nervous. Everything calculated. I climbed the stairs slowly. Nkechi, how much? Straight to the point. She smiled. 5 million naira. I laughed bitterly. For what? For my silence. I grabbed her wrist. You think this is a joke? She didn't flinch. Oga, shout. Beat me. I will scream rape. My grip loosened immediately. She leaned closer. You are the one who climbed me. The video is clear. My chest tightened. She was right. The video would destroy me. Marriage, reputation, business, everything.
Wait, you can enjoy more stories from our Bumped app on Play Store. Go over to Play Store, search for Bumped, install the app instantly for free. Hundreds of stories waiting for you to watch. Or check the description of this video. The app link is there. Open it and download Bumped app instantly today. See you on Bumped.
That night, I locked my bedroom door. I had to think, there must be a way out. Around 10 p.m., my phone rang. Linda, I answered carefully. Honey, everything okay? She asked. Yes, I forced. Why doesn't Nkechi look strange in the background of the picture you sent earlier? My heart skipped. What picture? The one from our bedroom drawer. My breathing slowed. I didn't send any picture with her in it. She went quiet. Then she forwarded it. I opened it. My blood froze. It was the exact picture I sent. But reflected in the mirror behind me was Nkechi, standing close, too close, watching, smiling. But I never saw her there when I took it. She's standing behind you, Linda said softly. Why? I swallowed. I didn't know. Linda's voice changed. Why does she look like that? Before I could answer, another message entered my phone. From the unknown number again. A short video clip. It was from my bedroom. From tonight. Someone was recording inside my locked room. I turned slowly, scanning the walls. Hidden camera, somewhere. You cannot lock me out, the message followed. My hands began shaking. This was no spirit, no demon. This was worse. Someone had invaded my house and I was the target. I didn't sleep. By 6 a.m., I was already outside. Emeka was sweeping the compound like nothing was wrong. Emeka, I called calmly. He looked up. Morning, Oga. Come inside. He hesitated for a second. That hesitation told me something. Inside the sitting room, I closed the door. How long have you known Nkechi? I asked calmly. He blinked. Know her how? Don't act stupid. He shifted his weight. Oga, na Madam Brigham. I know that before this house. Silence. His eyes avoided mine. Answer me. He sighed. I knew her small before, from my area. My chest tightened. How small? Like 2 years? 2 years? So this wasn't random employment. Did she ask you to knock on her door that day? I asked slowly. His head snapped up. Oga, I swear. Answer me. He swallowed. She tell me make I come that afternoon. Say if I knock and shout small, you will panic. My fists clenched. So you knew I was inside? He nodded slowly. She said a part of plan. Plan. Everything was a setup. Who else is involved? I asked calmly. No one, he said quickly. Now only her. She promised say she go settle me. Settle him. How much? 100,000. Cheap. My life was almost destroyed for 100,000. I stared at him long and hard. If you lie to me again, you will regret it. He nodded nervously. I dismissed him. But as he stepped out, I noticed something. A tiny black object clipped under his shirt collar. My heart stopped. Camera. I grabbed him immediately. What is that on your shirt? He panicked. Oga, no vex. I pulled it out. Mini camera. Recording. I felt heat rush through my body. How long have you been wearing this? Since yesterday, he cried. She said make I record you if you talk anything. So even this conversation was being captured? I smashed it against the wall. Emeka trembled. She said she go upload everything if you try touch her. Upload. So there was someone else receiving files? Backup? Cloud? Something bigger. I stormed upstairs. Her room was locked. I kicked it open. Empty. But the bed was arranged neatly. Too neatly. I searched. Under the mattress, inside her bag, nothing. Then I checked the wardrobe. Behind the clothes, a small router. Extra internet connection. Hidden. Independent from mine. She had installed her own network. My breathing became heavy. She had been operating inside my house like a surveillance agent. Then my phone buzzed. Unknown number again. Destroying property won't help, Oga. A picture followed. It was from 5 minutes ago. Me smashing the camera, taken from the upstairs corridor. I slowly looked up. Corner of the ceiling, tiny red blinking light. Another camera. My house turned into a monitoring center. I called Linda immediately. She answered, but her tone was different. Cold. Honey, who is Nkechi to you? My heart dropped. What do you mean? I just received a video. Everything inside me froze. What video? Silence. Then she sent it. I opened it. My blood drained. It was edited, cut carefully. Only the part showing me entering Nkechi's room, climbing onto the bed. No context, no manipulation, just me. Clear, guilty. Linda's voice broke. How could you? Linda, listen to me. It's not what you think. Don't lie, she snapped. She sent me everything. She said she tried to resist you. My chest tightened painfully. She drugged me. You expect me to believe that? Tears filled my eyes. She planned everything. Linda went quiet for a few seconds. Then she said something that shocked me more than the video. She told me you've been touching her for months. My legs became weak. That's a lie. She said you endured it because she needed the job. The room felt like it was shrinking. She showed me bruises. Bruises. The one from the bed turned against me. I sat down slowly. This wasn't just blackmail. This was character assassination. And then Linda said the words that cut deepest. I'm coming back home. And when I do, somebody is leaving that house. Either her or you. The call ended. I looked up slowly. Nkechi was standing at the top of the staircase, arms folded, watching me crumble. She didn't smile this time. She just said calmly, choose wisely, Oga. Linda came back that same night. No warning, no call. I had the gate open around 8:40 p.m. My heart started pounding. Nkechi was in the kitchen when the car drove in. She froze for half a second, just half. Then she adjusted her face. Innocent mood. Linda entered the house quietly. No greeting, no smile. She looked at me first, then at Nkechi, then back at me. Both of you, sit down. Her voice was calm, too calm. We sat. I want the truth, she said. Nkechi lowered her head immediately. Madam, I didn't want to talk. That line alone made my chest burn. Talk about what? Linda asked softly. Nkechi sniffed. Madam, Oga has been disturbing me for months. Lie. Cold lie. Linda's eyes moved slowly toward me. You see, Nkechi continued, I didn't want to lose my job. I stood up. That is not true. Linda raised her hand. Sit down. I sat. Nkechi pulled out her phone, played another clip, not the first one, another angle, edited again, showing only my hand reaching for her, nothing else. Linda closed her eyes. I could see her heart breaking, and I couldn't blame her. If I were her, I would believe this version too. Oga even threatened me, Nkechi added quietly. My head snapped toward her. When did I threaten you? She didn't respond. She just showed Linda her thigh, the scratch, the same scratch I woke up with, but now twisted into proof against me. He held me tight that day, she whispered. Linda looked at me like she didn't recognize me anymore. And that hurt more than anything. I knew something then. Arguing wouldn't save me. Emotion wouldn't save me. Evidence would. I stood up slowly. Linda, give me 1 hour. For what? She asked coldly. 1 hour to prove she is lying. Silence. Then she nodded. 1 hour. I turned to Nkechi. You are confident because you think you planned everything. She smiled faintly. I walked outside immediately to Emeka. He looked terrified. Oga, I no one die for this matter. You won't, I said, but you will tell the truth. I grabbed his phone, checked his WhatsApp. There it was. Voice notes from Nkechi. Clear instructions. When I tell you, knock loudly. If he panic, better for us. Make sure you wear the camera. My heart beat faster. This was it. Proof of coordination. But I needed more. Where does she send the videos? I asked. Emeka swallowed. She dey use one cyber cafe guy for backup. Name, location, everything. I drove immediately. The cyber cafe was small, crowded. I located the guy, showed him my face. I need to see what files you've been uploading today. He resisted until I mentioned police. Within minutes, I saw the folder. My name labeled. Dozens of files. Dates going back weeks. She had been recording long before that day. Watching. Waiting. Then I saw something else. Footage from the day Linda hired her. She intentionally positioned cameras in her bag. This wasn't sudden. This was long-time infiltration. I copied everything. Drove home at high speed. Time left, 17 minutes. I entered the house. Linda was still seated. Nkechi stood beside her, acting fragile. I connected my phone to the TV. Watch, I said calmly. First clip. Voice note of Nkechi instructing Emeka. Linda's expression changed slightly. Second clip. Footage of Nkechi placing hidden cameras in our guest room weeks ago. Linda's face hardened. Third clip. Nkechi laughing inside the cyber cafe, saying clearly, once Madame travels, I go finish him. Silence filled the room. Nkechi's confidence began cracking. That is not, she tried. Wait, I said. Final clip. Raw, unedited footage. The full recording from that afternoon. It showed everything. The drink, the crushed tablet, her mixing it when I wasn't looking. My slowed movements, her adjusting camera angles. And then, her whispering clearly. Oga no go remember anything after this. The room became deadly quiet. Linda slowly stood up, turned toward Nkechi. So, this is the truth? Nkechi's eyes darted around, searching for escape. She realized the game had flipped. You think this is over? She muttered. Linda stepped back. Leave this house now. But Nkechi didn't move. Instead, she looked at me and said something chilling. You still don't know why I chose you. You still don't know why I chose you. The room was silent. Linda stood behind me. Nkechi, leave this house now, Linda said firmly. But Nkechi laughed. Not nervous, not defeated. Cold. You think this was about money? She asked. She looked directly at me. Oga, tell Madame what your company did 3 years ago. My chest tightened. Linda frowned. What is she talking about? I didn't answer immediately. Nkechi continued. Your construction company, the estate project in Umuahia, the one that collapsed. Linda's eyes moved to me. My throat went dry. That was investigated, I said carefully. Yes, Nkechi snapped. Investigated and buried. She stepped forward. My father died in that building. Silence. Heavy. He was a site supervisor. He warned you that the materials were substandard. Linda looked at me. I avoided her eyes. You ignored him, Nkechi continued. You wanted to meet deadline. 2 weeks later, the building collapsed. My breathing became shallow. It was an accident, I muttered. 7 people died, she shouted. Her voice cracked for the first time. My father died calling your name. The anger in the room shifted. This was not random blackmail. This was revenge. You ruined my family, she said quietly. You paid compensation and moved on. Linda stepped back slightly. You never told me this, she whispered. It was settled legally, I said weakly. Settled? Nkechi scoffed. We received crumbs. She wiped her tears roughly. I wanted you to feel helpless, to watch everything collapse the way mine did. The truth sat heavy in the room. Linda looked at me differently now. Not just betrayed, disappointed. How much did you know? She asked softly. I hesitated. That hesitation answered her. I knew the materials were cheaper, I admitted quietly. I thought it would hold. You gambled with people's lives, she said. Nkechi stepped back. I didn't plan to destroy your marriage. I just wanted you to lose control, to panic, to feel fear. You almost destroyed everything. You already destroyed something first. Silence. No shouting now. Just truth. Linda turned to Nkechi. What you did is a crime. I know, she replied. But I will not report you, Linda continued. Because you already lost more than we did. Nkechi's eyes flickered. Linda faced me again. But this doesn't end here. I understood immediately. This was no longer about videos. It was about accountability. I will reopen that case, Linda said firmly, and you will testify honestly. My stomach tightened. That could ruin my company. And, she replied calmly, I had no answer. For the first time in this entire nightmare, I felt something heavier than fear. Guilt. Real guilt. The next morning, Nkechi packed her things. No drama, no threats. At the gate, she paused. I didn't touch you that day because I wanted you, she said quietly. I did it because I wanted you vulnerable. She looked at Linda. I'm sorry. Linda nodded once. No forgiveness, just closure. Nkechi walked out of the gate. Gone. But the damage remained. Weeks later, I stood in a government office giving a news statement about the collapsed building, admitting everything, cutting corners, pressure to meet deadlines, ignored warnings. The investigation reopened. My company's name suffered. Contracts were suspended. Investors withdrew. I lost millions. But something else happened. Families of the victims received proper compensation, public acknowledgement, justice. One evening, Linda sat beside me quietly. You almost lost me, she said. I know. You didn't cheat, she continued, but you are reckless in other ways. She was right. Temptation didn't start in the bedroom. It started in small compromises years ago. Greed, ego, silence. I looked at our house differently now. Trust once cracked takes time to rebuild. But we began, slowly, because sometimes the worst trap isn't lost. It's the decisions you thought nobody would ever trace back to you. And in the end, everything comes back. If this story touched you, please share it, subscribe, and join our community for more stories that matter. Your support helps us keep sharing real stories with real lessons. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.
So tell me, what lessons have you actually learned? I would really love to see your comments in the comment section down below. And remember to support this channel. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Just say something. Tell me, where are you watching from and which part of the story touched you the most? I would love to see all in the comment section below.